Want to make your business network more efficient while keeping it secure? One of the ways to do this is to set up virtual local area networks, VLANs. A VLAN is a logical group of workstations, servers, and network devices that appear to be on the same local area network, LAN, despite their geographical distribution. In a nutshell, hardware on the same VLANs enable traffic between equipment to be separate and more secure. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to configure VLANs on your RV Series router. Next. Start by logging into the router using your credentials. Navigate to VLAN settings under LAN in the menu on the left here. Under Create New VLANs, click the plus button to create a new VLAN. Give a VLAN ID. You can choose any number, but I'll enter 2. Enter any name for the VLAN. You can add a name to help you easily identify it, or just give it a simple name. I'll enter the name as VLAN 2. The next option is for inter-VLAN routing. By design, VLANs are set up so that traffic can be separate, but sometimes you need VLANs to be able to route between each other. Inter-VLAN routing is enabled by default, but if you want to keep this traffic isolated, remove the check from the checkbox. Device management is something you probably want enabled for your new VLAN, so make sure to check that checkbox. The next section is for the IPv4 address and the subnet mask. If you want the router to automatically assign IP addresses to the clients, you will need to enable the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, server by clicking on the Server button. By default, the range of IP addresses for DHCP is set from 192.168.1.100 to 192.168.1.149 for VLAN 1. This is the pool of addresses used to give out IPs when a device comes on the network. You can adjust this as needed. If you change this, it's recommended that you not include addresses in the pool that end in .1, .254, or .255. Do not include a pool of addresses that includes any static IP addresses that you're using either. Once you're set, click on Apply on the top right-hand side of the screen to save the changes. Now that the VLAN is created, go to the Assign VLANs to Ports section of the page. Select the VLAN ID of the VLAN you just configured, and then click on the Edit icon. You can see drop-down menus for each of the LAN networks, 1 to 4. Here, you're deciding which LANs will be part of this VLAN. Of these options, you can only make one of these untagged. For the other options, you need to have them as tagged if you want it in the VLAN or excluded if you don't want them as part of the VLAN. Click on Apply to save the changes. That's all there is to configuring VLANs on an RV Series router. If you'd like more information on setting up VLANs, check out the links in the description for some great tips for beginners. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.